Being the best version of yourself doesn't mean you have to be perfect. It doesn't mean you need to have everything figured out right now, and it doesn't mean you need to compare your life to anyone else's. It means you decide every single day that you will not settle for who you were yesterday. It means you commit to progress, to growth, to discipline, and to becoming stronger, sharper, and more resilient with every step you take. Being the best version of yourself is not about living up to someone else's standards. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard than you did the day before. It's about saying, I will not waste my potential. I will not let fear control me. I will not allow comfort to rob me of who I could become. The journey to becoming the best version of yourself begins with honesty. You must be willing to look in the mirror and admit the truth about where you are right now. Not where you wish you were, not the excuses you tell yourself, but the raw truth of your habits, your effort, your discipline. Because you cannot change what you refuse to confront. If you keep lying to yourself about how hard you're working, about how consistent you're being, about how disciplined you truly are, then you'll stay stuck. The best version of you requires brutal honesty. And with that honesty comes power. The moment you admit to yourself, I am not where I want to be, but I have the power to change. That's the moment your life begins to shift. Discipline is the foundation of the best version of yourself. Not motivation, not hype, not waiting until you feel like it. Discipline is the act of showing up even when every part of you wants to quit. Discipline is choosing the hard path over the easy one, the long-term reward over the short-term comfort, the grind over the excuses. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is permanent. And the best version of you doesn't rely on temporary emotions. It relies on consistent action. You will not always feel like training. You will not always feel like working. You will not always feel like pushing yourself. But that's exactly why discipline matters. Because discipline means you show up anyway. To be the best version of yourself, you must learn to embrace discomfort. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. If you always chase what feels easy, if you always choose what feels safe, you will never reach your potential. The best version of you lives on the other side of struggle. It's built in the moments when you're tired, but you keep going, when you're afraid, but you step forward anyway, when you're tempted to quit, but you refuse. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Every time you choose comfort, you choose weakness. But every time you reject comfort, you strengthen the future version of yourself. Another key to becoming the best version of yourself is consistency. One day of effort won't change your life. 1 week of discipline won't transform you. Even 1 month of hard work is not enough. You must commit to showing up every single day for as long as it takes. Consistency compounds. Every rep in the gym, every hour of focused work, every small decision you make in alignment with your goals, they add up over time. And while you may not see the progress immediately, trust that it is happening. Day by day, step by step, choice by choice, you are building momentum. And one day, when you look back, you will realize just how far consistency has carried you. The best version of yourself is not built in the spotlight, it's built in silence. It's built in the moments nobody is watching. It's built when you say no to distractions, when you turn off the noise, when you sacrifice temporary pleasure for lasting fulfillment. Too many people chase validation. Too many people want recognition before they've earned it. But the truth is, the best version of yourself doesn't need applause. The best version of yourself is fueled by purpose, not attention. When you focus on the process instead of the praise, you win twice. You grow stronger and you free yourself from the need for approval. Patience is another trait of the best version of yourself. We live in a world addicted to speed. Everyone wants instant results, instant success, instant gratification. But the truth is, greatness takes time. The best version of yourself cannot be built in a day or a week or even a year. It's a lifelong process. And if you're impatient, you'll quit before the results show. You must learn to love the slow grind, the quiet seasons, the stretches of time when progress feels invisible. Because those are the seasons where character is built. Those are the seasons where mental toughness is forged. Patience isn't weakness, it's strength. It's the ability to endure when others would have given up. Another thing you must understand is that the best version of yourself requires sacrifice. You cannot hold on to every habit, every distraction, every weakness, and expect to rise. To build something greater, you must let go of what holds you back. That may mean sacrificing late nights of entertainment for early mornings of focus. That may mean cutting ties with people who drain you instead of building you. That may mean giving up comfort foods, comfort habits, comfort routines that make you soft. Sacrifice is not easy, but it is necessary. Because every sacrifice creates space for something greater to grow. The best version of you also requires a strong mindset. Your body can endure almost anything. It's your mind that you must convince. Your mind will try to talk you out of discipline. It will tell you to quit. It will tell you to take the easy road. But the best version of you does not listen to the weakness in your head. The best version of you takes control of your thoughts, your emotions, your focus. It decides what matters and eliminates what doesn't. Mindset is everything. Because if you master your mind, you master your life. Building the best version of yourself also means understanding that failure is not your enemy. Failure is your greatest teacher. Too many people let failure define them, when in reality, failure is shaping them into someone stronger. The best version of you knows that every setback is simply feedback. Every mistake is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to adapt. Without failure, there is no progress. Without pain, there is no strength. So instead of running from failure, the best version of you embraces it. Because every failure carries a lesson that pushes you closer to who you're meant to be. Another thing to understand is that becoming the best version of yourself requires clarity. You cannot become your best self if you have no vision of who that is. You must define it. What does the best version of you look like? How do they act? How do they speak? How do they treat others? How do they spend their time? If you don't take the time to imagine it, you will never have a target to aim for. Clarity is power. Once you know exactly who you want to be, every decision becomes easier. You simply ask, does this action bring me closer to that version of myself or further away? You also need resilience. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your way. It will try to break your spirit. It will challenge your belief in yourself. And in those moments, the best version of you is not the one that avoids hardship. It's the one that endures it. Resilience is the ability to keep going when things get tough, to stand back up when life knocks you down, to keep believing in yourself when everything around you tells you to quit. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about rising every single time you do. The best version of yourself thrives on growth. Growth is not optional, it's necessary. If you are not growing, you are dying. Too many people settle into routines that keep them stagnant. They stop learning, stop improving, stop challenging themselves. But the best version of you refuses to stay still. It looks for opportunities to grow every day, whether that's through learning new skills, pushing your body, challenging your mind, or expanding your perspective. Growth is uncomfortable, but it's the discomfort that transforms you. The best version of yourself is also disciplined with time. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and yet most people waste it on distractions. Hours lost scrolling, binge-watching, doing things that don't matter. The best version of you recognizes that time is limited, and once it's gone, it never comes back. That version of you spends time on what matters, invests in growth, and eliminates what steals energy. Every wasted hour is a piece of your potential slipping away. The best version of you guards time like treasure because it understands that how you spend your time is how you spend your life. You must also realize that the best version of yourself is not built in isolation from struggle. It's built through it. Your pain, your challenges, your hardships, all of it is molding you. It's easy to be strong when life is smooth, but true strength is revealed when life is hard. The best version of you is born in those moments when you feel like giving up, but you choose not to. It's built in those nights when you feel exhausted, but you keep moving forward. It's built in those days when no one is cheering for you, but you cheer for yourself. Every trial is shaping you into something stronger, if you allow it to. And let's not forget accountability. The best version of yourself doesn't hide behind excuses. It doesn't blame others for its failures. It doesn't point fingers at circumstances. It takes full responsibility. Every mistake, every failure, every setback is owned, learned from, and used as fuel to grow stronger. When you stop blaming the world and start holding yourself accountable, you take back control. And control is power. The best version of you knows that no matter what happens, it has the ability to respond, to adapt, to overcome. The best version of you is already inside you. It's not something you need to go find. It's something you need to uncover. It's hidden beneath fear, beneath excuses, beneath bad habits, beneath comfort. Every time you face your fear, every time you reject an excuse, every time you replace a bad habit with a good one, every time you step out of your comfort zone, you strip away another layer and bring that best version closer to the surface. It's not about becoming someone else. It's about finally becoming who you were always meant to be. Finally, being the best version of yourself is not a destination. It is not a final point you reach one day and say, "I'm done." No. It is a never-ending process. There's always more to learn, more to build, more to refine. You are always evolving, always growing, always becoming. The best version of you is built today, and then built again tomorrow, and then built again the day after. It is a lifelong commitment to progress, a refusal to remain the same, a dedication to constant growth.